said you were going to go in as a hater.
I was going to go in as a hater because it's like there's too much positivity. I have to spread my hate.
Good morning and welcome to the very first episode of our podcast, CSI.
CSI, which stands for Cinema Scene Investigators.
Today, we are going to be diving in the deep, dark world of British high school in the new Netflix and Seesaw Films original series, Heartstopper.
Seesaw Films?
Seesaw Films, based off of the graphic novel by Alice Oseman. But before we get started, my name is Payton.
My name is Jordan, and we are your co-hosts on this wonderful
British
podcast.
co-hosts. Yeah. Let's get started. So we're going to be talking about Heartstopper as a whole. We were like, maybe we should do one Nick episode and one Charlie episode. But you can't talk about Nick and Charlie without talking about each other.
Yeah.
So we're going to smash this thing out.
Maybe we'll do a part 2 of everyone else. But we'll see.
We'll see. That would actually be a good idea.
Yeah.
So Nick and Charlie are our two protagonists in the series.
Yes.
Our two lovely, lovely protagonists. Charlie's a sophomore in high school and this starts 14 or 15.
15, because he has his 16th birthday.
Yes. Are you sure? Doesn't he have his 15th birthday?
I feel like I was on TikTok and then I saw a comic book of Heartstopper and he has a 16 like on his shirt.
But, spoiler, third novel, he has a birthday. And Nick makes him one.
Oh, maybe he is 15.
I don't know. I remember thinking, wow, they're really young. But...
Young love.
Anyway, his freshman year of high school, unfortunately, Charlie was outed as gay. So when we start the series, we know that he's gay. Also, shout out to whoever decided to set his phone screen. If you've seen the show, you know what his phone
I thought
screen
that was
is.
cringe, but...
I thought it was a good effort, probably from a millennial, but it was still a good effort.
I thought it was cute, funny, but cringe.
Okay, moving on. Then we have Nick, who, in the beginning of the show, is our classic straight rugby boy, who's like, British rugby man, teenager, who plays rugby. Two polar opposites.
Yes, they are polar opposites. That is annoying me. And I don't know how to respond to you calling him a big, rugged, hot,
I didn't say rugged or hot. I said he played rugby. But he plays rugby for Truham Boys School, which is the all-boys school, and then there's Higgs, which is the all-girls school.
Yes.
And when we meet Charlie, two of his friends, Tao and Isaac, are at Truham, and he just had a friend who transferred to Higgs. So, like every meet cute, Charlie and Nick are assigned to sit next to each other in their form, Hamlet 5,
Yep.
and immediately.
Okay, the teacher says, I hope you get along swimmingly. And then I was like, oh my God, what is going to go down?
I think the story worked so well, and I think it worked great for me because it showed queer youth getting their cute, happy ending in high school. Yes, there are traumatic parts and parts that suck, but overall, spoiler alert, they get their happy ending, and that was almost like healing to see.
Yeah, I really appreciated that. And you were talking beforehand about how like some of the moments were like cringy or cheesy, but it like when you like don't see that, like when you don't see like cringy, cheesy, cute, funny moments, but you always see it with like man and woman, not like homosexual, like not like two queer people, like it's like it's just nice to see, and it's like wholesome, and it's like heartwarming, and I'm so glad that I watched the show because I was ready to go in as a hater. I was a hater from the start. I was like, how good can it be? Is it 100% certified fresh, really? But it was really nice, and it was really good, and I feel like it helped people, like it helped people.
It was also diverse without tokenizing any of the characters. It didn't feel forced. Like, yes, this is a group of people. This is, importantly, a realistic group of people. Because I feel like with a lot of shows, you tokenize, like, diversity and, like, sexuality just to, like, have that sense of, like, oh, we're allies. But then here it was, like, just so almost natural.
That's what I was gonna say, natural.
Like, it didn't feel like she was trying to earn points with the audience.
Yeah.
Like, patronizingly.
Patronizingly.
And I think that... Patrick, can we do the rest of the show in a British accent?
I feel like our viewers will get annoyed with this.
Okay.
And listeners.
And oh, I forgot we had a camera on us. But I don't know. You have this very cute, arguably generic kind of love story. But it works for me. And because I think, like you said, like, you don't see this very, like, cringy, happy, like, cheesy moment, especially for, like, queer youth in high school. Like, it's always traumatic and, like...
Yeah. Have you seen Young Royals?
I was gonna watch it, but then I was like... I heard they won an award. I don't know. I was gonna watch it, but then I got logged out of my Netflix account on my laptop, and I didn't want to ask my dad for the password. I was going to watch it.
Well, Young Royals doesn't really give a super happy ending, but there's a season 2, so coming out.
I'm glad everyone got... A majority of the characters got, like, their happy little character arc.
I agree.
Basically. Without feeling patronizing or, like... Yes, things happen, but that is also how real life works.
Yeah.
But it's not excessively, like...
Yeah, it wasn't, like...
Yeah.
Trying to exploit, like, their struggles to, like, make it appealing or, like, emotional for us. Like, I don't know. But a lot of diversity, a lot of inclusivity, a lot of representation. I don't know if you want to talk about Nick.
I feel like one of the plot lines that I was very surprised was portrayed well was Nick coming into his sexuality. Is that how, like, there's a phrase that's like coming?
I think it's more like finding. Or like, I don't know if it was particularly coming into, but like, yeah, there is a word to say it.
There's a phrase that we don't know, but that's it. Like, there's a montage of him trying to figure out, you know, like, his sexuality that starts with Pirates of the Caribbean. I feel like enough said.
Okay, well, first, he's a rugby bro.
He's a mate.
A lot of his friends are a little bit homophobic, a little bit transphobic, all gross haters. And then he meets Charlie and he's like, hold up, I have these feelings.
Hold up. You look cuddly in that blanket. Let me hug you.
God. That scene was really nice. But he's like, hold up, who are you? Why are you making me feel these emotions that I'm not supposed to feel? So then he's like, well, am I gay? But then, as you said, the Pirates of the Caribbean moment, he's like...
For context, it's Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley feeling each other's hands up for some reason.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
hold up.
What just happened?
So yeah, he takes a lot of, and as Payton mentioned, there was a montage of him Googling, doing some research, a lot of quizzes. He was watching like a YouTube video of like a guy being like, I liked girls, but then I liked boys, and then I realized I was bisexual.
Yeah.
And I thought that was, I don't want to say relatable, but a little bit realistic. I
definitely thought the YouTube video wasn't realistic for me. The Am I Gay quiz, realistic. The Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley scene, also realistic. I read that they had to get permission from Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom to include that in the show as Nick's moment, and the fact that they said yes, I was like, wow.
But like,
snaps.
that is, who that's not in the book?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, like, the writers of the show, applause. Like, that is such a good, funny, like, it's not like an inside joke, but like, it's like funny. It's like,
oh my god, wait, what time is it?
Moment. It is 9:57.
Oh, okay. I feel like, yeah, it was his bisexual coming to that. His storyline was written really well, and in a way that didn't make it seem, again, like forced. Like, this was like, he had never been I'm assuming, never been exposed to like a bisexual relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what helped that was the party scene,
Mm-hmm.
where they see his friends Tara and Darcy
Mm-hmm.
kissing at a party,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like this most aesthetic dance confetti scene, and they're kissing. It's like the sparks are flying, and he's just staring at them,
Mm-hmm.
not in a creepy way,
Mm-hmm.
but he's just like watching them, and he realizes like, wow, like I can exist as someone who like isn't straight, and there are
Yeah.
people who I know and
Mm-hmm.
respect who are, I think they are both lesbians.
Yeah.
They're both lesbians. And then, spoiler alert, goes and finds Charlie. They
Okay, wait. I just want to say that I think that is done really well. Like, he doesn't just, like, discover it himself. Like, he has two parts to his journey. Like, he discovers it for himself, but then he also, like, shows it to the world. Like, the way he does that and, like, how he, like, he's like, oh, yeah, like, that is possible. And he, like, has these conversations with the two, what are their names?
Tara and Darcy.
Them. He, like, has conversation with them, and oh my god. I think, yeah, his journey of not just himself, but showing others that, you know, I think that was
It was
beautiful. It was beautiful.
equally as important
Yeah.
for him to like know that people exist.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like I have to burp, but you can go on to what you were saying beforehand.
okay. He goes and finds Charlie,
Mhm.
and they have their, first off, this 16-year-old held his party at a castle. That was
literally-
very British.
Definitely in my notes. Like, what is this mansion? Like
yeah.
for your birthday? Like, boy,
And they're
what?
only taking up like one floor.
Yeah.
So, Charlie and Nick.
Also, he has, I don't know if he invited like the whole school or if he definitely does not have that many friends.
Oh yeah,
So I
for
was
sure.
like, geez, like, wow.
You
But,
know
you
that many people? Like, insane.
Can't relate.
That's true. I have like 4 friends.
I have 3.
Really?
Oh, 5.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa, whoa.
Go.
They kissed and it was nice.
Mhm.
It was a good kiss. It was a good, I'm not going to say anything about the scene because I feel like you should watch it. But
Yeah.
it was a good first kiss that was ruined by Harry and his little monsters. And it was just like
the first kiss scene, like, you just have to watch it to like truly understand how like emotional and like how beautiful and tense and awesome it was. They were asking each other questions, and it was like building up, and then
that was definitely
the seagulls.
I'm not going to say it was the catalyst, but it was definitely I don't even know, like, how do you describe like what that was? It wasn't like the climax of, actually, was it the climax of like Nick's bisexual storyline?
The first kiss?
Yeah. Or would you say
I would say when he comes out to his mom.
uh
Or I don't know what climax is. Like, just like
Clearly.
the big,
okay, moving on.
climax. How are you gonna do climax in like the first half of the show? Like,
That's
what
what
are
I'm
you
saying. No, because it's usually
Yeah, I'd say
building
catalyst.
action. Catalyst, was that the? I think the catalyst was.
Was the catalyst the hug?
Yeah, the catalyst was the.
I
hug.
think the climax was after that when he comes back to Charlie and then he's standing in the rain.
Yes.
But I don't know what the word
First
climax
off,
means.
I'm gonna say, if you ever kiss someone and you leave, you have to go and either find them like Nick did, or there's no or. Like, Nick was really doing the most. Like, he left Charlie. Charlie wasn't there. He was worried. Went out in the rain in his jumper, getting all wet.
Mhm.
Found Charlie. Apologized. Like, kissed him. Like, he let Charlie know that he didn't regret it. First of all, which I think was very important because like he kissed him and then he like ran away, kind of. And that I would have been traumatized. I literally think I would have
Yeah.
started crying.
Mhm.
Found him, apologized, made up. Then Charlie ran out, kissed him in the rain again, and you're just like, yes, like these two people, even though they're very young, first of all, respect each other, and not that they know what they're doing, but they know what they mostly want,
Mhm.
and they have enough self-respect to contribute to this relationship in a very good way. And that was my little like spiel on why you should not go. Actually, I'm not going to say anything. You can go.
Uh-oh, did that hit a little close to home? I hope we are not rambling too much. I hope
No.
we are making a clear,
It's-
concise point that The show is very good.
It's a happy story about queer youth.
Happy story about queer youth. Done well. A lot of inclusivity, a lot of
Yes.
diversity. I feel like we have to do a second episode about every other character.
We have to do a second episode about every other character because I feel like we gave you guys a very brief analysis on one, the story. We basically spent 20 minutes praising the story.
Yeah.
But one, the story and the characters involved, and Nick and Charlie going on their own adventures together. Because we also have to talk about, actually, was rugby the catalyst? Was Charlie joining the rugby team the catalyst?
Hold up. I think it was.
They joined the rugby team and they spend hours tackling each other to the ground. Actually, yes, that was probably the catalyst.
Yeah.
Looking back, it was the catalyst.
Looking back, it was the catalyst. But I think Nick and Charlie, they both helped each other grow as people.
I wish them the best.
Nick definitely helped Charlie find his own self-worth, or like he doesn't have to be enough. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Nick helps Charlie know that him existing is not a burden on other people.
Yes.
Like himself existing as a person is like enough. Like you don't have to make other people feel better about yourself or like receive validation to exist and be valid as a person. And that was very nice and sweet.
And then Charlie helped Nick just be confident in who he was and his identity and things like that.
And was patient, and it was just this whole precious moment.
Yeah.
And I look forward to our next podcast episode where we will be analyzing every other character.
Okay, let us know in the comments below. Do you want us to analyze every character, or do we analyze Moon Knight,
or do we just keep talking about the show?
Do we? Okay,
because
we might talk about the show.
Talk about
we
this
can talk
for
about it
hours, and we're trying to condense it into
hours.
20 minutes, which is why we are doing an episode 2.
Yeah.
But actually, fourth comment. Let us know if we should do Twilight next or Moon Knight. Or WandaVision.
I'm low-key against Twilight.
I'm pro Twilight.
Okay, let us know if we should... Okay, I feel like this is going on for too long, but let us know if we should watch Doctor Strange. But then if you say that we have to watch Doctor Strange, then you have to watch WandaVision.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, final ratings. Oh my god!
Okay.
Final ratings. I'm going to give it a 12 out of 10. Points for the acting and the casting and the story, and for it not making me cry in a sad way, and just really fulfilling my need for happiness.
I would say 10 out of 10. Certified fresh. It did make me cry in a sad way once.
Oh.
Maybe like a little bit, because like...
Was it sad with underlying tones of happy, or just sad?
It was like when Tao and like Charlie were like having beef with each other.
Oh.
And he was like, I don't like you anymore. And I was like, oh my god.
Anyway,
Yeah,
teaser for the next
I rate
episode.
10 out of 10. Payton rates it 12 out of 10, which is impossible. You can't rate it more than 10.
It's a 1.2. That's 12 divided by 10, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not.
But oh my gosh. Anyway,
We have to sign off.
Someone is
actually.
demolishing grass outside, but
I don't know if you want to wait and then
we could sign
sign
off.
off.
So,
Happy Thursday. I hope you enjoyed our first episode of CSI.
Cinema Scene Investigators.
Today we covered Heartstopper. We thought it was amazing. And next episode, we will continue talking about it maybe.
Maybe.
If the people want
If
that.
the people, literally, one comment will determine the next thing we talk
One.
about. One comment. Just give us one comment.
But yeah, this was fun.
This was super fun.
I enjoyed talking with you.
I enjoyed this conversation as well.
Yeah.
So let us know. What are our options again? Heartstopper, part 2.
Heartstopper Part 2.
Doctor
Extra characters.
Yes.
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. But if we say Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, then Payton has to watch WandaVision.
I will speed run watching WandaVision.
Twilight, Moon Knight, which or did I already say Moon Knight?
I'm pro Moon Knight.
I'm pro Moon Knight too.
Okay, let us know. Literally, if one person comments, we will do what you want.
Yes.
To an extent.
I'm for Moon Knight.
I'm for Twilight.
And Doctor Strange.
Here's the thing. Okay. Well, we can talk about this later.
Yeah.
But these are your hosts, Payton.
And Jordan.
Signing off until the next episode of CSI.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you and goodbye.
And subscribe and comment. Okay. Goodbye.
Oh my god, that was a good episode.